Hey, hey,
What?
what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about what should be the topic of today's video.
Then talk about Fear Street. It's trending on Netflix.
Okay, yes, I have seen that. Fear Street is a series of 17 books written by R.L. Stein. The Netflix movies are not based on any specific book, but more on general narrative and tone of the novels. Fear Street is more than the sum of its parts in Netflix Fear Street trilogy. Regardless of minor issues with individual parts, it's difficult to dispute that this is a unique and daring initiative for both the streaming service and Leigh Janiak, the director of all three movies. Part 3 is the most ambitious of all the three parts, transporting us to a colonial America and the time of religious passions and superstitions. The title of the series is derived from the name of a fictional Shadyside street named after the Fear family. Their name was originally written F-I-E-R, but Simon Fear changed it into F-E-A-R in 19th century. He changed it after being persuaded that the family was cursed and the letters would be transposed to create fire. The curse, on the other hand, lived on, and Simon and his wife Angelica brought it with them to Shadyside after the Civil War. The Fear Street movies are set in parallel suburbia and are based on R.L. Stein's books. Shadyside is a bleak and despondent neighborhood populated by cynical kids who work hard and play even harder. Sunnyvale, Shadyside's wealthier, snoothier neighbor, is bathed in a golden glow nearby. The towns are divided by a general ill will. However, there is a darker pattern at work. Every few decades, a mass murder occurs in Shadyside, and each time the murderer is an apparently stable person who suddenly snaps. If you have seen the film, then you know that there was a post-credit scene. Leigh Janiak, who directed and co-wrote all three films, acknowledged to Collider that the post-credit scene was not just a fun bit for fans, and that they do have ideas for how Fear Street may continue beyond this trilogy. Given that there is a lot of source materials to pull from R.L. Stein's books and means to spin off from the initial tale in the trilogy, Janiak's vision of turning the series into a horror version of MCU might be one of these possibilities.
We cannot say anything.
Yes,
When do you think the next part will come?
if they want to stick to the summer release timetable, then maybe July 2023 seems like a safer bet. And
Goodbye.
hey, I wanted to say something.
Then press the record button again.
Yeah, we'll tell them in the next video.